famous actor. I'm here to have your entryway into what is known as the isolation chamber. We are going to dive in to the closet. We're going to dive in, find the man, the person, the boy, dig at his thoughts, and bring out something you've never heard before. And here he is. Here he comes. Here's the fella. Come on, yeah. Come, oh, he's a little asleep. Let me give him a nudge.
Hey, Martin. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I was taking a little bit of a nap there. I'm still a little groggy. Gotta get in the right mindset here. I'm still a little not with it, you know. I gotta break down. I gotta find my deep inner thoughts. I gotta find my deep inner you, the listener. What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear from this? What do you want to get? Do you want to get something out of this? If you did, you really came to the wrong place. But, you know what? Since it is my waking time currently, I'm going to go ahead and do a special treat for you. This is Robin Williams if you ordered him from Wish.com. Put it that way. Good evening, Pakistan! May he rest in peace. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about what do we've got some dockets on the agenda, plenty of dockets on the agenda, plenty of docks to talk about. Yeah, let's talk about docks. Yeah, when's the last time you were at a dock? Like a dock on the bay. You know what? Docks on the bay are good. Docks on the bay are great. The Dock on the Bay song, not so much. No, that's a great song. This is good. It's just Josh and you. I don't know. Let's dive into, this is a little bit of an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about here. Okay, family members. You know how you've got that Aunt Lisa or Aunt whoever or Aunt Linda or Aunt such and such, and they're like, oh yeah, I inherited my humor from my father, or they're like, oh yeah, you got your humor from me now, didn't you? They're talking about it like it's an illness almost, So like you go to the doctor and it's a you go to the doctor and they have they're asking do you have any history of colon cancer or heart disease or anything like that? You're treating it like that. It's just I don't know if humor is done in the same way. It probably is, and I'm totally completely wrong. But anyway, let's start this off on a high point. So let's go into some interesting facts here. Some interesting facts. But first, we almost forgot. Our word of the day. Our word of today is saddle. So saddle in, you guys. We're in for a long ride. Here we go. All right. First interesting fact. In 2007, an American man tried to fake his own death in order to get out of his cell phone contract without paying a fee. Now, the name of this man was none other than frontman of the metal band Slipknot, Corey Taylor. Now, it's probably not the same Corey Taylor, but isn't that just an interesting fact? Yeah, all right. So, all right. Here we go. Did you know that female kangaroos have 3 vaginas? That's something else right there now, isn't it? Here's one. Light doesn't necessarily travel at the speed of light, The slowest we've ever recorded light moving is 38 miles per hour. 38 miles per hour. Now, isn't that just that's strange right there. Is that against physics? Is that against gravity? Is that against all the knowledge that we have as a human race? I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist, but wouldn't you think that is how it be, dog? You know? So, yeah, that's an interesting fact. The first man to urinate on the moon, glad you were asking, was Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin. Shortly after stepping onto the lunar surface. Isn't that fascinating? Some fruit flies are genetically resistant to getting drunk. But only if they have an inactive version of a gene scientists have named happy hour. If you have the happy hour gene, goodness, you're in for a long weekend with the in-laws, you know what I'm saying? If you can't get your drink on and you're a little tiny fruit fly and your in-laws come in, I feel bad for you. Yeah. All right. I think it's time for our favorite story, for our favorite little segment. Yeah, that's right. It's time for the tale of Folophagofanus, his girlfriend, the bottle, and the evil mastermind Nook. Here we go.
All right, welcome back to Roseanne. Here we are at the storage facility. We're still there, haven't left, and we have our main protagonist, Folophagofanus. That's right, he's still there, and we're having a debate between Folophagofanus and Nook. Now, what's going to happen here? There's been a barter. If you don't remember from last week, where Folophagofanus is saying he can get Nook's father out of the hospital, but there's a little something that both Folophagofanus and Nook both don't know. Nook, I know your father's in the hospital. I know he's not been doing well. There is something I can do to get him out. Those nurses in there are killing him. He has been incapacitated for 17 days. He is not well. I can get him out, but you have to absolve my debt with you. I will not have you hanging this over my head for the rest of my life. I am but to be newly wed to my lovely, currently girlfriend, the bottle, but here shortly, she doesn't quite know it, but I'm going to propose. I've got myself a nice little Tootsie Roll ring that I'm going to give it to her, and she's going to give it a nice lick, if you know what I'm saying. But I tell you right now, Nook, please listen to me. We can come to a realization about this.
Well, alrighty, Folophagofanus. What is your proposal? What are you going to do to get him out? Please give me the information. I would love to know.
If you think you can outsmart the security guards, the doctors, the nurses at Plymouth Mouth Doctorate Hospital, Plymouth Mouth Doctorate Hospital, I swear to God, I will absolve your debt and we can move on from this. I am tired of living this life, of having this argument with you. It feels like it's been weeks that we've been here. It feels like it's been weeks. Well, Nook, what you don't know is my mother is really good friends with the janitorial person at the hospital. He's indebted to them, but he is even more indebted to me and my family. We can go forth. We can get the keys from him, go in at night, unplug your father, and take him home.
You think it's just as simple as that?
You think you can just waltz in there at midnight and simply take what you please? Simply do what you want? You must understand this is not how it is. This is not how it is. Now, this isn't rightfully so. Folophagofanus, no. We can't, look! Wait. We can do this. Have faith in Folophagofanus. He has done so much for me and my family. He can do it for yours. He can do it for yours. Trust me. Well, fine. You have my interest piqued. If you can bring me my father by sundown, your debt is absolved, and I will not get rid of your effects from your storage unit. But first, we must go into the chamber, the largest grandfather of all storage units, and we must make this deal. Follow me.
Now finally, I, Nook, have taken you to the place of my people, to the place of the storage unit people, the largest of all of the Cambodian decks. We have entered into what we call the conservatory. Nook, I'm not sure what you're trying to do here. Why did we come here? This is the place where we must make all deals in my ethnicity group. This is the place where we must shake hands. No, we can't shake hands. We will verbally say we are at an agreement. Folophagofanus, I'm scared, Folophagofanus. Please hurry, let's get this over with. Alrighty then. I agree to get your father out of the hospital. Well, alrighty then. That sounds like a good chip-chop tap, and here we go now. Hey! All right, well, we're back after that. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet. The whole storyline there just keeps getting a little bit more interesting each time. Now, let's go ahead and talk about one of our favorite things. That's right, paper towels. How absorbent are they? How expensive are they? Where do they come from? How are they made? Are they made of trees? Are they made of shrubs? What are they made of? I'd like to know these things. I'd like to ask these questions to you, the listener, because you know what? I realize no one will answer, and I like those types of open-ended questions. I like those types of questions that, you'll never get an answer to. I like those things. I guess one would call them rhetorical. So what is the deal with paper towels? What is the deal? Why are there different ply? What does ply mean? When you get down to it, what does it mean? Speaking of Jerry Seinfeld, you know what? I think he has become largely irrelevant nowadays. And I don't mean because he's getting old, but I mean that in the sense of, well, let's be honest here. No one's getting on airplanes anymore. No one's getting on airplanes and going to places, especially long flights. Yeah, maybe a 2-3 hour flight. Some people are still doing that nowadays. A couple people, not too many. But you've got those people going on the airplanes and everything. But here's the thing. Airplane food For one, it keeps getting better. They've got some goddamn sous chef up there who's just doing a great job at cooking, chicken pad thai or, lemon peppered salmon, whatever it is. But actually, you know what? No one's on planes anymore. So who's to say that, the deal with airplane food is even a big deal anymore? It's not a big deal, I mean, you have salmon with deal sauce. Big deals and savings. Come on by. But really, I was going to talk about something I fucking forgot. That's right. Let's get back into it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get into, what is it? I can feel it. It's turning up in my brain. It's somewhere in there. There's a topic. There's something boiling up out of me. Yes. What is it? It is fast food temperature control? No, it's not that. That's definitely not it. Maybe it's... That's right. Okay, I was remembering. There was this, I believe it was I think it was a Turkish baker. She's a female. A Turkish female baker is going through a really hard time right now. This is a very interesting article if you want to read it. She's going through a very hard time right now, but she's really persevering. She's had a lot of trouble staying afloat with her bakery business. She bakes mostly breads, not really too many sweets or cakes or anything like that. But she's got a lot of breads that she makes. But business has been down because of we're in a pandemic here, guys. So business has been down. People haven't been eating as much bread. But it seems that she's having a real rough time staying financially afloat. But she's been able to sort of stay afloat in different ways, and actually she's been going out and prostituting herself at night, and it seems to be working for her. Of course, not a lot of people are too accepting of this type of thing, especially in Turkey, but it seems as though she's bred from a different loaf, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's a real interesting thing to talk about, and now we're done with it. So we're moving on, and let's go to something else. That's right, coffee brands. What type of coffee brands do you like? Do you like Folgers? If you do, shame on you. Not really. I've had it. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's a coffee brand. It'll get you caffeinated. If you like the coffee, it's good coffee. Coffee's good. Coffee's great. I love some coffee right now. Actually, honestly, I've been sipping on Earl Grey all night, and it just doesn't, do the thing to me. I don't know, Earl Grey's something. It's got this nice bergamoty, orangey oil that's happening to me. It's real, suffice to say that I'm maybe, addicted to Earl Grey tea. But, that's a strong word to use in a sentence. You know what else is a strong word? Percussive. That's a strong word right there. That's a real word. That's a word that is a real thing. But I'll tell you right now, what isn't a real thing? Birds. Birds are not real. I'm telling you this right now. This is your FBI agent letting you know the birds are drones. Birds and squirrels, those furry little fellas down by the turnpike. Down there just running in front of cars and just hey, you want to do something to me? You want to do something to me? Maybe run me over? That'd be great. So I'll just stand right here in the middle of the fucking road so that maybe, that's how they do it. That's how the government does it. They send their little fucking furry drones out there. They send them out there, and then when you run them over, they get your VPN number down there. And then once they get that, they get all the information about you. They don't need a fucking cell phone. They don't need a cell phone to get all the information from you. All they need is a fucking squirrel, man. That's all they need is a squirrel to hop up inside your muffler and get all in there and get that information and really just Just go at it. Go at That's our show, folks. You have a good one out there. Stay warm, stay safe, and stay coronavirus free. This has been your host, Martin Lawrence. Thank you very much. Bye.